consumer law teaches you is that if you got bad credit, you can get paid. You can get paid.
That's when you know a motherfucker ain't lying.
A debt collector cannot put any collection report on your consumer report without getting in contact with you. You don't know the things that you don't know.
I am here today, guys, with a good friend of mine. Met this gentleman in the inner circle. He is amazing. My guy, Durain.
I come from a spot where, you know, I didn't care about credit for a long time.
Give a man a fish, he eats for the day. Teach a man how to fish, he eats for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
The best thing you could possibly do, which I always say, you want to invest in yourself, get to that next level. I'm actually invested in Durain's mentorship. That's how, you know, we linked up here. So I'm the host, letting y'all know that I invested in this program. So I definitely recommend y'all invest in this program. So let's go on to the next thing. I want to talk about your actual process of removal, because I talk about mine a lot with my clients and people, the listeners, you know, as far as like the affidavit of truth, as far as their letters, as far as making sure you bypass the Oscar system with highlights and stuff like that. But can we talk about your method? Because it's multiple ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, so with me, I don't recommend going to the CRAs first. They're last.
Okay.
I recommend going directly to the person, and you know that person means corporation.
Yeah.
We're going straight to the corporation who is reporting the stuff. So if Capital One is saying that you have a charge off, what's up, Capital One? You're reporting that I got a charge off. What's going on? Then I'm gonna hit you with straight laws, straight facts. We're not making stuff up here. Straight laws, straight facts. We know that a charge off is not supposed to be on there because IRS says a charge off is gross or ordinary income. Income is not reported on the consumer report. Where did this charge off come from? But not only that, you're talking about a account that came from quote unquote missed payments. There is no transactions because 15 USC 1681 A2 A1 says that the transactions or experiences between the consumer and the person making the report is not included on the consumer report. So if my transactions are not included on there, where did I get a late payment from, and where did I get a charge off from? If it's not included on the consumer report. And these are the language that they use their own language. There is no late payment. There cannot be a late payment if my transactions are not included on my consumer report. Where does it come from? Where does the utilization come from? If my experience also between me and the creditor, that line of credit is also not included in the consumer report. Those are factors in your FICO score, not your consumer report. Those are not factors in your consumer report. Those are factors for your credit score. The consumer report generates a credit score. So if I can control the utilization and the payment history, am I not able to build whatever score I want?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. There goes your 800 3 times. And I'm about to build it back a 4th time because I just leveraged it the other day and I got a car and some other stuff. So it dropped. So now I need to build it out. I think I'm at a 750 right now, 765, somewhere there. So I need to build out back this 800 probably by February.
Okay. But what good is credit if you're not using it, right? 800 look cute. 800 look cute, but you got to use that credit.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. So you got to definitely use it.
That's all it is. It's just cute.
Yeah.
It's not going to do nothing just being there by itself.
Definitely. Okay, let's say somebody they sent out their first demand, because demand versus dispute, we're demanding something. So let's say they sent out their first demand to, I think you said Capital One in your example. Let's say they send it to Capital One, they're trying to get the item removed, and Capital One is not budging at this point. What are we going to do?
They're also asking for removals. We only want deletions.
Okay.
Remove it, they can put it back. Yeah. But let's get it deleted from the consumer file so it never comes back.
Language, yeah.
Language is key.
Yeah. So what if they don't get it on the first round? So what would you recommend?
Probably not going to happen. So y'all need to comprehend. Not because you send out a great letter, it means you're going to get it on the first round. No. It's going to take you a few rounds because they're going to test you. Sometimes they don't even know what you're talking about because they don't study the laws the way we do. Remember, we're talking about sometimes normal people, not the eOscar system. Normal people sometimes look at these. They don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Never seen it before. What is this guy talking about? About no, late payment is illegal. What do you mean? No. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've seen this for the first time. And just like people who think Darain's crazy talking about there is no late payment, there is no late payment. So they're under the same mindset. It's through now information and education that now they become enlightened. And if they're smart enough to look it up, they'll see that, oh, they're onto something.
Yeah.
They're onto something. So now you spoke about getting to the bag. Here's how we're going to get to the bag. We're going to send them a notice, a constructive notice or a dispute, whatever y'all want to call it, letting them know that the information is inaccurate and incomplete. Right? After that, they're going to say, oh, we checked our records and all values are correct, or the account is accurate. Really? Okay. I'm going to give you an opportunity to cure, right? So this, and this is incorrect or inaccurate based on this law, and this law. I'm giving you an opportunity to cure. You have 10 days, right? Give you the 10 days. I'm showing you the law. I'm giving you all the reference for you to check. I'm not just saying, the stuff is inaccurate without no form of way for you to check it. Even though the burden of proof is not on me, it's on you. But because I want my results quick, I'll help you out.
Let's pause there. In your process, are we using willful non-compliance or using 1681 and 1681?
That's where we're going.
Okay.
But before we go there, we have to set them up because this is just not checkers, right?
Yeah.
So we gave them the notice that the stuff is incorrect, right? Inaccurate.
Yep.
We gave them an opportunity to cure.
Yep.
They came back and talking about, oh, it's correct. All of this. No, it's not, guy. And then guess what? 15 USC 1681 S2 speaks about the responsibilities of furnishers of information to consumer reporting agencies, right? So the law clearly says under there, furnishers of information to consumer reporting agencies are prohibited. What does prohibited mean?
You're not allowed to.
You're not allowed to. They are prohibited to report information that they know or believe to be inaccurate.
Is that the one that have a reasonable cause, I believe? Is that what it is?
Not yet.
Not that one? Okay.
Now we're at 15 USC 1681 S2. So we're going to give them that part too, right? So we gave them the notice, an opportunity to cure, and now we're letting them know their responsibility under the law. 3 strikes.
Take notes.
3 strikes, right?
Yeah.
So now you know, because I've shown you that you are prohibited to report inaccurate information. If you still go and report that, I'm giving you 10 days to make the corrections. I'm going to pull my reports on the 11th day. How do I prove the 10 days? Certified mail green return receipt. Because now I'm going to know when they got it. 10 days from there, on the 11th day, I'm going to check the report. I check the report. If it's still there, you now are under civil liability because now you are willful non-compliant. You see how you got to bring them in there.
Yeah, talk to them.
So you set them up. Now I bring you under civil liability for willful non-compliance. And then we're going to get paid because now I'm going to go apply for some shit. Knowing I'm going to get denied because now I am damaged as a result of the failure. The language is clear. Actual damages as a result of the failure to comply with any provisions under this section. You just used the whole law from accuracy, opportunity to cure, responsibilities as a furnisher, and now I brought you into civil liability. Run me my coins or run me my deletions. Because if you don't, I just made a whole case where now I can go get paid. So people rush the process, bro. They rush the process and they overlook the steps. This is chess, not checkers. You have to set them up, put them on notice, opportunity to cure, tell them their responsibility. And if they don't comply, now we're in civil liability and you're going to run me my coins.
I love what you said about the fact that people be rushing, because a lot of times when I'm talking to my listeners about the law, I let them know that understanding the consumer laws and practicing the consumer laws is more about the person you have to be versus what you're actually doing. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I sent, one round, I should have had my deletion already. But it's like, it takes multiple rounds and things of that nature. Can you talk about, I know you're in the Army and I know the Army deals with discipline. Can you talk about the person you had to be, if that was in relation to maybe your patience and discipline with understanding and practicing consumer law?
So it didn't really come from the military side. It came from when I comprehended their language.
Got it.
The barrier was their language.
Got it.
If you don't comprehend their language, you don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
It's made for them. It's their guidelines. It's their laws. It's not ours. It's there to protect us, to keep them in check.
Yeah.
But if you don't comprehend their language, how are you going to hold them accountable?
Exactly.
That is why I go after the corporations first and I leave the CRAs for last, because the same person who's reporting it can delete it. So why am I going to fight with these consumer reporting agencies who are very difficult?
Yeah.
No. Especially knowing what I know under 15 USC 1681 S2. They are prohibited.
Yeah.
If they know or if they have reason to believe. And I'm going to make you believe that shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now you know, and the law prohibits you from doing it.
Yeah.
So if you go report, you're not only violating me under the civil liability section, but you just violated the section that speaks on what you're supposed to do. So I'm coming in for the bag.
Yes, sir. Okay.
It's all about the steps. It's all about the steps. Set them up. Don't rush the process. Set them up. Set them up.
Definitely.
And when they see you start setting them up, when they start seeing the green return receipts, the certified mail, you think they're not going to start taking notice?
Yeah.
Oh, this one is on to something.
Yeah.
Let's just get the deletion and get rid of them.
Yeah.
This one is on to something. They peep game. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
4 letters, certified mail, notarized. Come on. Affidavits? No. They are gearing up for something.
Definitely. Okay, let's say we did all that, right? So we talked about the process. We're not going to rush it. We're going to take it one step at a time. Let's say we did all that, but Capital One, Bank of America, or whatever, they're still playing games with us. That's
great.
What's the next step for you?
Apply for some shit because I know I'm going to get denied. And then we bring them back to civil liability because I got damaged, actual damages as a result of the failure. So do me a favor. Pull up right now, right? 15 USC 1681N.
1681 and
should be on the Fair Credit Reporting Act under civil liability.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Read off that for me.
Oh, my phone acting weird. Hold on. Okay, so civil liability for willful noncompliance. A, in general, any
for
person,
what? It says willful
noncompliance.
So if I put you on notice that the shit is incorrect, I showed you where you have a responsibility to report accurate information. You now know that the information is inaccurate or incomplete, and you are prohibited under that section to report information that you know are reason to believe that it's inaccurate, and you still report it. What is that?
Sounds like a violation to me.
Sounds to me like willful non-compliance.
Yeah, willful non-compliance.
So you see where I'm going with this? Set them up. Consumer law teaches you is that if you got bad credit, you can get paid. You can get paid.
That's when you know a motherfucker ain't lying.
A debt collector cannot put any collection report on your consumer report without getting in contact with you. You don't know the things that you don't know.
I am here today, guys, with a good friend of mine. Met this gentleman in the inner circle. He is amazing. My guy, Durain.
I come from a spot where, you know, I didn't care about credit for a long time.
Give a man a fish, he eats for the day. Teach a man how to fish, he eats for the rest of his life.
Yeah.